last segment we round it out with is I have a question. So my wife told me that I say something a lot. Phrases, I have a question. So my question this week, I'm going to start it. I have a question. Why is helping your parents with technical things so painstakingly difficult to the point where it actually makes you want to scream?
You seem to have a lot of
bad history with this.
Wind up tension there, indeed. You want to be more specific?
Let's go through it, man. All right, so I know that if my mum calls me with a problem with a computer, I'm not going to fix it on the phone. I know someone has to be there in person.
Physically, remote, not possible.
They have to do a troubleshoot.
Not a FaceTime.
No. Ronney Chieng he gave like a really good comedic skit on this, and watch it on YouTube. Type in Ronney Chieng mum computer and it'll come up, and it's one of the greatest skits. Me and you are going to have a look at it afterwards. It's exactly how I feel. I'm not going to paraphrase him at all. I'm not going to do it justice. Have a look. It's great. Now, my issue is, here's an example. My mum, bless her, I love her to bits, right? She texted me today saying, I spent an hour trying to fix the printer. The printer isn't working at home. I've tried printing stuff off for me and your dad, and it's not going well. So I've given up. When you get here, we'll figure it out. I said, fine.
Okay, so it's the right escalation. She didn't actually do it on the phone.
Yeah. So we got home, and she said the printer isn't working. And I get there. I've seen lights on this printer I've never seen in my life. I've seen like orange lights, yellow lights. I've seen error E4. I'm like, what the hell is this?
What type of printer is it?
It's a HP DeskJet.
So it's lasers, not color?
Yeah. No, it is. It's both. It's laser and color.
Okay. But is it a toner-based printer or is it a cartridge-based printer?
Cartridge, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I've never seen these lights before in my life. I'm like, I don't know what's happened there. And mum's like, I changed the cartridge. And I was like, there it is.
Okay.
I knew immediately it's something to do with the cartridge, right? So, and she said, like, I tried printing something. It came out like clogged. The paper kept getting stuck. And I was like, either this printer's on the blink, right? And I'm going to have to send it back or something, right? Or...
Is it a new printer?
No, we've had it for like a while. But it does play up a little bit here and there.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, maybe it's on the blink. It's old. I don't know. I look inside and she's like, I put the cartridge in. The cartridge technically was in, but it wasn't in.
In.
So it was in, but it was like in the wrong way. But it was in the printer, innit?
But she managed to get it in because normally it doesn't allow it to.
Yeah, but she got it in position. And looking at it, it looks right. But it was like a little bit bent, like a little bit off center. And I was like, that doesn't look like it's in right. So I was like, I'm going to just save myself the pain. I'm going to just jump on YouTube right now. Right? Type in YouTube, HP DeskJet number, how to cartridge change, bam.
Perfect.
And then I went, bam, 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 tap the screen 4 times, 40 seconds in because it's 1 minute 30. I know it's in the middle because I got to open the door, take out the package.
Today, guys, we're going to talk about...
Yeah, I know all the sketch. Bam, 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 done. I was like, oh, mum, you put it in the wrong way. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, so put it in this way. I did one, pushed it in, and you know when something has that gratifying click?
Oh,
like it goes in, it goes...
That feels like it should be there.
I'm like, that feels like it's in position. And I said, Mum, you need to do the other one because you'll know how it feels when you put it in so you can see. She's like, okay. She put it in. She's like, oh my God, that feels so much better. And I was like, yeah, lo and behold, it starts printing again straight away.
So total time from...
That took 2 minutes.
So diagnosis to fixed.
That took literally 2 minutes. But I could never do that on the phone. I couldn't. I would have torn my hair out.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. I think
those hair supplements I take would have been for nothing. Honestly, all right.
Definitely something in our generation. So I do the troubleshooting for the printer in our house as well.
Yeah.
And I've got to the point where I've got the manual downloaded. It's on my Google Drive. I know the page to go to. I know the color codes.
Fucking hell.
But I know, like, I have a system.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of things in my house that need servicing or can break. I make videos of me fixing them. I've got a how-to folder.
Oi, nice.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to. And this is credit Ali Abdal here. He talks about how the brain is not designed to remember things.
It's not.
Right. So
I can vouch for that. I don't remember anything.
Yeah. So don't use it for that function. It's good for problem solving, being creative. So outsource that bit to somewhere else. I don't need to remember this stuff now because I've recorded the information, so it's useful to me when I need it.
So I did that today. I helped my father-in-law with his pension.
Right.
But I typed it all out in an email, what I'd done, what I'd agreed, how it all set up, and I sent it to all the family. That way, everyone knows what I've done. And it's all set up, and I'm like, I'm gonna forget this by the time I'm in an hour's time.
If you do something once,
because I do so many things in the day. Put it this way, right? Those of you listening, this podcast, as soon as we filmed it, I have to listen back to it after our editor's done with it. Yeah, I have no memory of what we've spoken about. Genuinely, I can't remember. Like, I can look at my notes and I was like, we spoke about that. And then I have to look through it, go through it and scrub through it and treat it like a brand new episode. So that's how little my attention span extends past my short-term memory.
The brain is just
if that's attention span, whatever it is.
It's just not good at recollection and retention. So absolutely, man. So that's so our go-to thing will always be, have you YouTubed it? Like Dad asked me something like, have you YouTubed it? That's like our go-to thing because somebody somewhere has made a hack for it. And you just follow it and it's just so easy. Like, or sometimes it's not YouTube and I just find a list of instructions like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you remember how 10 years ago YouTube was not that well in that position?
You could search for,
You couldn't search it and it wouldn't appear, but now,
so good.
99 times out of 100,
you'll get it, the answer.
Someone's done some video linked to it. Like the plumbing issue I had, right? I found a video of someone assembling it, but I couldn't find a video of someone putting it on. But I still found something for this very specific module that goes on your plumbing thing, that goes in your boiler. And I was like, I would never have thought there's something like this on YouTube, but there is. It's got everything, man.
No, it's brilliant. It's useful. And then again, just archiving that.
Yeah.
You know, it's making stuff useful or making your own videos.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I recommend. And this stuff is useful. Do the hard work once, reap the benefits. It's just productivity 101, right?
Teach a man a fish.
But I just, in each family there will be a designated tech person. So in Shindy's family, she is a tech person, so then she outsources to me. I'm like the guy in India.
Guy in India.
They tell her and then
hello,
okay, you try this, okay, I'll be there. And then I'll come in and and then I will do the fix.
Yes,
the thing is, tends to be really, really simple things. What I think are simple. So I don't mind that because in that
it's really hard to not belittle the parent and then show them this. Like, it's so difficult. But then sometimes, like when I'm with my mum, I have to like give her a bit of tough love, and then she knows how to do it in the future, and she does it by herself.
Very important.
So for example, today we had to write an email, and I said, I know what needs to go into this email, but you need to tell me what you think needs to go in this email and I'll type it out for you. That way you're just thinking and I'm just typing.
Exactly. What you're talking about here is about preserving independence. As our parents get older, and within our culture, there was a big thing about seva, right? Serving them and helping them, and those things are great. Big thing that Jordan Peterson talks about is in care homes, for example, what we're doing is we think we're helping people by doing everything for them, but actually they become de-skilled. There's no motivation. They lose their independence quicker. Same with our parents. Aiding is fine, but actually it's more the coaching
aiding, man. It's not doing, it's aiding.
Right, it's the coaching of, so when I'm not here, can you do this? Right, and so that's, again, just maintaining their independence. So often for me, it's things like the CCTV, the alarm. Sometimes mom or dad might get like logged out or whatever. I say, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up in a way where you can access information in a phone securely, your phones. So you know login details. You don't need to rely on me if I'm not here. I can. Thing is, most things are set up in a way where I can do everything remotely. But I shouldn't need to. In the scenario,
it should be good to go.
So everything should have contingency. I love contingency.
There is that. I like that.
You know, you should build in these systems and process.
There's that, but also
if you're a parent,
when my dad gets a new phone,
setup कर दे. In the video, जेरे मेरे contact है ना.
सच्ची, I sit there and I'm like,
phone ते पा दे.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I tell myself I can't do it because I know it's just going to be painstaking process after painstaking process.
Again, I outsource this. Shindy's dad, iPhone 13. I said, Dad, we're going to go to the Apple store. You're going to buy the iPhone 13. I said, you work at the Genius store. Come here, please.
You come here, please.
Right.
You need to get everything from this phone to this phone.
And it was so interesting that day because Dad and Shindy had to do some shopping.
Did Dad have an Android?
No, he had an iPhone.
I would love to have seen them do Android to Apple because they'll probably say we don't touch Android.
It still took 4 hours, man.
What?
3 hours, yeah.
Oh, because you have to back it up and put it in.
But
that's why.
I don't know how much stuff he had on WhatsApp. Dad basically doesn't delete anything, and he had all this stuff. I knew I must have my forwarded 100 videos on WhatsApp.
Yeah, of course, man.
And basically, so I stayed in the store, used a new Mac, got my work done while they went shopping.
Yeah.
While we were just waiting for this thing to transfer.
Yeah.
But again, problem outsourced, not my issue, because these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And can troubleshoot.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I have to be mindful about when I fix things in Nottingham. I'm not going to be there all the time.
Yeah.
So I need a local man on the ground who understands what they're doing as well. So now I try and get local contractors as well. internet issues, things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Rather than using my guys here, it's hard for them to go. So you've got to think about these things. But it's going to be us one day.
Nah, man. I'm
And
gonna.
you think
I'm
that?
gonna-
My parents must have
Garen,
thought that as
I'm
well.
gonna vouch to myself. I will not put that pressure on my kids, man. I
You're
won't
going
do
to
it.
pay someone on it and be like,
I won't do it. No. I'll be like, I'm going. YouTube will still be around. All right. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna YouTube this and I'm gonna figure it out.
yeah.
I will do it, man.
Yeah.
I will do it.
And
I'm
then,
like,
then,
I'm stubborn.
then I'm going to put you
Me.
dying in the dark and about to figure out.
Yeah, fucking oh god. All right. But yeah, man. There's that, and also, my dad has this weird reliance where like he expects my mum to remember everything for him.
Okay, so we talked about earlier, the brain isn't good. So what you
Yeah, yeah.
instead of using Google
So what
Drive,
she does is
your dad uses your mom.
dad uses mum as like the memory card.
ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਡੇਟ ਦੱਸ ਦੇ ਯਾਦ ਕਰ ਦੇ
Near enough, yeah. So it's in, here's the wedding date.
Yeah.
You remember it and
Yeah.
tell me when to be there, yeah?
What time I need to be ready, what clothes I should wear, whose wedding it is,
I wish it
the
was.
name of the couple,
What's weird is dad has a memory of an elephant when he wants to.
certain things.
When he wants
Selective.
to. He remembers like,
Zameen in
he
India.
remembers like 1993
Yeah.
when I was 1 year old, I did this one thing. And I'm like, you remember that?
Should get that?
But you probably
Should get that?
But you don't remember that your login to your Gmail is this. You don't write it down anywhere. You get mum to write it in her phone.
Here's the follow-up
So it's all
question.
backed up.
He doesn't write anything down,
Yeah.
right? What is the function of the 3 pens he has
Nothing.
in the top left?
Darren.
show pens. Have you ever seen him use the pen?
I've never seen him use the pens.
That's it. Well, next time I see your dad, I'm gonna say, Uncle, thoda last time pen ko to use hoya. Yeah. And he'll tell me the date.
He only has the pens at functions.
Functions.
He doesn't have
Because
it
of the emergency need of signing
signing
some-
what?
something.
What's there to sign? The only thing that needs signing is the card in the car.
The guest book.
Which is where you
guest
have
book.
the pen.
The guest
But
book.
the guest book gives you a pen.
That's true.
And they have a nice pen that's like normally
No,
like
he-
a really
he needs his
smooth
three.
handwriting.
Or maybe it's not for him. Maybe it's if somebody else needs a pen, he wants to be on hand and be like, pen.
Yeah, but who needs a pen? Everyone's got a phone nowadays.
I don't know, bro. We need to. This needs to be a segment. Your dad
What needs
and-
to be a segment?
Your dad and the pens. Like we
No,
need to.
I'm
We
not
need to
doing this,
fully
man. I'm not doing
understand.
this. All right, that's the end of the podcast.